Hey guys, welcome to this next video. Thank you for clicking on it. And this week it was finally school week. Well, I liked the vacation, I really loved it, but I was so excited for school and now it finally started. It was such an experience because in Holland we have all these images we have about American schools and how it works is so different than in Holland. Do they have, as an example, these yellow school buses? And yes, they do. As most of you know, in America, a lot of guys or people from 16 years or older, they already drive their own car to school, but I don't. So I get picked up at the end of the street for school at 6:45 because school starts at 7:40. 7:40, guys. In Holland we started like 8:30 or 8:45 or something like that, and here they start at 7:40. That is so early, so I gotta get up at 5:30. Then I hop on downstairs, eat some cereal, eat some breakfast, and then make my sandwich for lunch. You can bring your own lunch, but you also have these cafeterias at the school. But the other thing, it's an open campus, so you can leave the campus on school, so you can buy your own lunch because they have different kinds of fast food restaurants around the school. So a lot of people use those. I don't like to use those because they're really unhealthy and you can get pizza or burgers or whatever you want. And so I make sandwiches in the morning. I bring a Gatorade or I bring a water with me and some fruit and some protein healthy bar, something like that. And so let me tell you what my schedule is. My schedule is I first start with calculus. So a funny story about calculus, because the first day of school I started with calculus AP. This is this highest level calculus on the school, and I was like, I got the homework assignments with me to home and the explanations of the teacher, and I was like, I don't understand any of her explanations. It was so hard to translate everything. I recognized the assignments, but I didn't really know anymore how to do it, and her explanations, I didn't understand them. So that was my first period. Then the second period, I have leadership, what is awesome because we organize all kinds of events for students or outside events, all that kind of stuff, and we organize them, so you actually do something. You don't sit in your books all the time, you actually go outside and organize things with a group. So I really like that. And then the third period I have English. Well, of course I have English. Until now it's pretty easy. We got a book. We got a book with us to read in your free time, and until now we had this little writing assignments, but it was pretty easy. And well, English is gonna be mostly reading, writing and speaking exercises, so I'm gonna improve that because I don't have the highest level in English on school. Well, it's obvious because that wouldn't be as good for me because my English is far not as good as the school students. So yeah, that's obvious. And then the fourth period I have something special. It's called photography. So that is awesome. We're now starting with a shade volume drawing. So we get this photo of a object, and you put a thin paper above it, and you draw what is on the object above it, and then the dark shades you need to make those light, and the light shades you make those dark. So that's pretty well, it's not hard, but I'm not really good at that, but it is a fun class. we're getting a camera and we're gonna make photos of all different kind of things. I don't really exactly know what kind of projects we're gonna have, but it's gonna be a lot of with cameras and lenses, and so that's awesome. I mean, that is super cool. It is an expensive thing, because if you do something wrong with the camera, you will have to pay like $350 to let the school buy a new camera or something like that. So that is, well, yeah, pretty scary. I hope I don't mess up any of the cameras. But and the fifth period I have physics. It's like what in Holland you know it as natuurkunde, and well, it started pretty easy. I mean, physics, I was pretty scared it was gonna be really tough, especially in English. I mean, I had physics for over 2 or 3 years, and I really thought that was a hard subject. And so, but I wanted to still do it in high school here, so I took it. And the first assignments we had was like all everything I already knew. But the thing is, because I'm not from here, English isn't my first language. I need to translate the whole thing, like everything I need to translate. So that's the hard part. But if I understand it, then it will be okay. I will be okay doing it. It will be fine. And so that is really cool. And well, let's talk about the school building. It's mostly one floor. It's a 1 floor building. It's pretty big, not high but big, and it doesn't. Some classes just doesn't make sense, because you have like the 100 hall with all the classrooms of the section 100. And then you have until like I think 800 hall, and that is way on the other side, and you have like 5 minutes to get there. So I have photography in 800, and then I have physics at 200, and then I have 5 minutes to walk all the way to the other building. So mostly I just make it just on time, but it's stressful, and sometimes it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And well, more about the campus, you have like the 2 gyms, one big main gym and one smaller gym, and those are pretty cool. I mean, you have like these it's like most of the time like volleyball, basketball games in there, and you can get the stands, they like roll out. So yeah, I don't know how to understand it. It's pretty hard to understand it, but they roll out, and then a lot of people can sit there. I mean, the whole school's fitted in the gym like 2 days ago, so that was pretty cool. You have a cafeteria, what is huge. I think in Holland you can call it an aula, in the aula, and well, it was huge. And of course everyone wants to sit there at lunch. Most of people nowadays go outside though, but if you want to have something, you don't have lunch and you don't want to go to fast food restaurants, you can get your lunch at the cafeteria. And it does cost money though, but yeah, but that is pretty cool. And I met a lot of nice people. I mean, last Monday or Tuesday I had the school tour, and I met like different kinds of exchange students, and they were really nice. They asked me about how I'm feeling about getting here and how Holland is and that kind of stuff. So that's super nice. And well, yeah, that is as far as school. So a funny story about school: when school ended, you also get picked up by the bus. So I was waiting for the bus, and I have bus number 13, and I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and I was looking around, and I was like, well, the whole school already, all students already disappeared, and my bus isn't even been here. So I went to one of the staffs, and they told me, well, number 13 comes in the other side of the school. And I was like, So I missed my bus. I was so lucky Bob could pick me up, but I missed my bus, and I was like, oh, come on. First day of school, and then I missed my bus, of course. But it all eventually went well. I mean, Bob picked me up with Floyd, the dog, in the back, so we got a lot of attention at school. And it was super fun. And well, we also had 2 soccer matches this past week. We had Tuesday. We had a soccer match against McKay. I think it was McKay. Yeah, and we tied them 1-1. We should have won that game. I mean, I really like the soccer teammates. They are super nice. They really want to know about me and support me in anything I do, and I really like that. So I really want to thank all the teammates for supporting me, and I hope I can can be part of the team and learn them things I learned in Holland, and they can learn me things I want to learn about the American style of soccer. So we didn't win that game though. It was a cool experience. It was my second game. And last Thursday we had a game at home, I think against McNary. I think it was McNary. And we lost that game 3-1. So I didn't play that good. We didn't play good as a team. That was the whole problem. We didn't play as a team, so that's why we lost. We could have easily won if we played better as a team and trusted each other, but yeah, we didn't play good. And next Tuesday I have my next game, so hopefully that goes better. I want to score a lot of goals and want to score. I'm a striker, so I want to score a lot of goals. I should score a lot of goals for them. And that was it. And well, the practices at school is on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that's when you have school practices. And those mostly start on 5:30. So you get home and then you got to go to training again. So for me, that doesn't really make sense, because why don't just stay at school and because you're out at school at 2:40, and then you can easily put the training on 3. So you have training right after school, and then you can get home. That would make more sense for me. But yeah, I had those practices last week. I had a practice yesterday, and now it's Saturday. I don't have any matches, because in Holland you mostly have matches on a Saturday or on Sunday. Here it's so different. You don't have any sports on Saturday. I did have a run this morning, a 5-mile run, so a 8.2 or 8.2 or 8.1 kilometers. So that was a good run. I love the running, and that was actually my first week. I mean, it was amazing. I'm gonna show you some couple videos on the or photos and videos on the vlog next to this. But for now, guys, I want to thank you all for listening to my experience, my story of experience here. Thank you so much. I hope you liked it. I hope it wasn't that boring. And as I told you, school in America is different than Holland, but not that different. It's not like it's the world that changes. You live in a different environment. You have school sports that's different, and that kind of stuff, and the times and the buses, that is all different. But it's not. These classes aren't that different. So, but yeah, guys, I want to make sure you have a great day, and I hope you like this video, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you.
Michael Yasheshki, senior. Number 10, Tice Peppercomp, senior.